Wow. Xbox. Well, freaking done. Before I continue on, I just noticed, and yes, I know I have a PlayStation logo light. I don't have an Xbox one, otherwise I would switch it out. But since this is an Xbox video, and since this is talking about the game showcase, I have all the PlayStation blue lights on right now. Let me change these lights around. Give me 1 second. I mean, I can't change the logo light, obviously, but let me at least change to a green look for today's video. Okay, I hope these look okay. Oh, wait. I'm forgetting one more light. Give me 1 second. Okay, and there we go. Much better. Before I continue with today's video, I just wanted to say welcome to my channel, everybody. For those of you who are coming by my channel for the very first time, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a future video, whether it's a future review, a future reaction, or whatever I have coming your way, and join me on my journey to 10K subscribers and beyond, because believe me when I say this, guys, you are not going to want to miss the cool shit I have coming your way. And for those of you who are coming back to my channel, welcome back. You have no idea how ecstatic I am to see your faces once again. Xbox had to showcase their big showcase, which they had been planning. I mean, with a one of this magnitude, I imagine they've been planning on something this big for a while now. I'm gonna say something right here, and I know that a lot of people may not agree with me per se on this, but this is just how I personally feel. I have a PS5, I have a Series X, I have a Nintendo Switch, and I love all those consoles. But if you were to ask me personally, even though I do have a video in the works about this, about PS5 versus Xbox, I do personally feel that right now that there is a clear winner in the console war, even though the console war is really a bunch of BS made by the gamers out there who specifically want a console war because of all the exclusives coming out for different consoles. But nonetheless, as a PlayStation fan, if you guys couldn't tell with the PlayStation logo light over there, Xbox did a terrific job with the showcase. Legitimately, guys, I was stunned with how great the showcase was, because here's the thing, guys, it has been a long time, and I mean a long time, since I've seen a showcase where the majority of the games, or almost all the games, I wanted. Like, it has been a long time since I've seen a showcase that had just a great presentation period. I mean, the last showcase from just anything, whether it was E3 or for a showcase, was Sony PlayStation's E3 2016 press conference, which I still profess to this day as the best press conference I have ever seen. I mean, from that showcase, I mean, I actually did a reaction of it with a buddy of mine and also my buddy Romy. Every single game from that showcase I wanted. The Xbox showcase recently came pretty damn close to getting to that level. Like, it was that good. The Xbox showcase recently really did pull out all their stops, and they finally showed, hey, the Xbox Series X, or even PC for that matter, is a place to own games. My Xbox Series X is right over here. You guys probably can't see it. I mean, you can see my PS5 easily, but my Xbox Series X is right down there. And I admit I have been neglecting my Series X because I've been playing my PS5 a lot more, along with my Nintendo Switch, a lot more on the go. But otherwise, the Xbox Series X, don't get me wrong, is a great console. But one of my biggest issues with the console is that it felt like that the games that I've been waiting for are still coming, you know what I mean? Where the PS5 has already had some pretty heavy hitters, the Xbox Series X just feels like that everything is still in the pipeline. However, with the showcase, it feels like that pipeline is finally starting to let out all the good shit. And I gotta tell you guys right now, with all the games I've written down, Xbox has a lot of good stuff coming our way, and I'm happy to say this, and but I'm so happy to say that as an Xbox Series X owner, I'm so happy to finally say that I'm ecstatic to own an Xbox Series X, because what we have coming, especially not only within this year it seems, but also next year, is a clear indication that Xbox Series X is finally catching the PS5. It only took 4 or 5 years at this point. The Xbox showcase had tons of games, and I'm obviously not going to go over every single one, even though there were some surprises. Like, for example, I'm not going to really touch upon this too much in this video, but one game I did not expect to even be shown was a new World of Warcraft game. I didn't even write that down, but I just remember going like, holy crap, a new World of Warcraft game. I have around 10 games written down. Now, obviously, guys, I'm not going to have time to go through every single game and go over every single game in greater detail, so I'll do some mentions of some of the games, and of course, I'll go into other games in more detail. But again, guys, I have to say, Xbox, Microsoft, this was easily your best showcase in years. One of the things that I must talk about is Metal Gear Solid Delta, which is the remake of Metal Gear Solid 3, which is one of my favorite games. Honestly, got on my top 10 favorite games of all time. The gameplay looks terrific. I love how it looks like they're keeping the original style, even though they do have, of course, that could have paint the touch-ups, and it looks like they're going to be obviously doing some quality of life changes in terms of gameplay. But they have announced, by the way, that when it comes down to the gameplay, or excuse me, the graphics, is that you can change the graphics, so you can change with the old filter, the old look of the original release, which I absolutely love, which I just might be doing when the game comes out. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle looks great. There really wasn't a whole lot of gameplay, but I will say the cutscene, the trailer that we did see looked great, and the snippets of gameplay look great. Avowed looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. This is made by Obsidian, the same guys who made The Outer Worlds, Fallout New Vegas. I am very much looking forward to this game. I mean, I love New Vegas. I absolutely loved Outer Worlds. They're working on Outer Worlds 2, but Avowed looks like it's going to be a shitload of fun. I'm very excited for this game. Don't want too much about this game, but otherwise, I mean, this was announced like what, in 2020, I want to say. So this has been in the works for quite some time. Atomfall is another one that I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on. This one has been compared a lot to Atomic Heart, but I'm going to agree with Jake Baldino when I say that this has a lot more of a BioShock vibe in some certain of ways. But then again, wasn't Atomic why am I forgetting the name already? Atomic Heart had a lot of BioShock influence as well, but this just looks like a lot of fun. I'm very curious to see what this looks like when this drops. Mixtape is another game that caught my eye, and I would normally not really be into that type of game, but I just love the fact that it looks like a coming-of-age story with a great soundtrack. Another game that I must talk about, and this one really sprung on my radar, it's called South of Midnight. This game looks really, really good. I love the unique art style in some certain ways. It almost, I wouldn't say it looks cel-shaded, but the animation style looks very, very unique. We're in cutscenes. It does go in a slower frame rate, but very stylish. But when it gets to the actual gameplay, and it's a much more fluid and smoother gameplay, the art direction looks great. The combat looks like a lot of fun. The promise for this game is really, really huge. This one, it comes out, I believe, next year. Next year, I gotta tell you guys right now, before I continue on, looks like a very promising looking games, and South of Midnight looks great. We finally got a look at Perfect Dark. This game was announced at the Game Awards, I think in 2019, 2020, or 2021. I think it was announced the year that It Takes Two won Game of the Year, and Perfect Dark, there were many rumors about this game being in major trouble, but this gameplay, oh my god. I apologize if I'm coming off very discombobulated, but this showcase got me very, very excited. And again, I apologize, I'm a bit late this one, but nonetheless, looks like almost like a spy shooter meets a first-person shooter. I mean, it looks like a ton of fun. The art direction looks beautiful. The world design looks great. And the gameplay just looks like a lot of fun. One particular game that I saw in the showcase that really caught my eye was a game called Expedition 33. This is a game that the moment I saw the end-game cinematics and the gameplay for this, it immediately hooked me. Now, here's the thing, guys. I am not so much into the turn-based combat games, like you do your turn, the enemy does their turn, you do your turn. I've never been a big fan of those games, but this game caught my eye instantly because the concept alone, it feels very, very original. The combat looks very, very exciting, and the voice actor, by the way, voiced the main character in Final Fantasy 16. Everything in this game looks like something that I'd be so into and I'd lose hundreds of hours of my life at the cost of my own personal life, but still nonetheless. Before I go on to the last 3 games, and I say these last 3 games for last because here's the thing. Before the showcase came on, I was telling myself, I need to see 3 games in this showcase. I mean, one of them was like pretty dead on, like that was gonna happen, but there were 3 games in particular that I wanted to see. The first game, guys, being Doom: The Dark Ages. Now, this game I'm pretty sure was confirmed to be shown at the Xbox Showcase, but the fact that this Xbox Showcase started out with Doom: The Dark Ages, this game looks like it's gonna be a total fucking blast. Doom 2016 is incredible. Doom Eternal is one of my favorite shooters of all time. I absolutely love that game, and Doom: The Dark Ages just looks like it's gonna be just a shitload of fun. But I'm not going to, guys, want to say this. My main concern, however, with Doom: The Dark Ages is when it comes down to the music, because here's the thing. If I remember correctly, Mick Gordon is not going to be doing the music for this game, and it's a damn shame because of what happened after the release of Doom Eternal, and just knowing that Mick Gordon will not be composing the music for Doom: The Dark Ages is such a shame, because what he brought to Doom Eternal and Doom 2016 is just on a whole other level, and I feel like without his music, it won't bring that level of overdrive. So I'm only hoping with the music here that they get the people who did the music for the DLC for Doom Eternal, the Ancient Ones, David Levy and Andrew Holschultz. If they get these two to work together for Doom: The Dark Ages, that could be something else, but I'm just very curious to see who they bring on for Doom: The Dark Ages, but otherwise the game looks great. The next game that I must talk about here, and I have been waiting for anything about this game for the longest time, but they finally showed us Fable. Fable, the original on the Xbox OG, is one of my favorite games of all time. Fable 2, I love. Fable 3, disappointment, but it's a very fun game nonetheless. And when I heard that Playground Studios, the guys who are behind the Forza games, Forza Horizon specifically, were going to be doing Fable, I just thought, holy crap, this could be really cool. And this gameplay, I mean, it was really more of cinematics with gameplay stitched in nonetheless. Looks absolutely incredible. I mean, I know I'm going to play the hell of it when this game comes out, but as a person who's been waiting for this next Fable game, I am very, very excited to see the direction this game goes into, what Playground Studios is doing with the Fable franchise, the Fable IP. I can't wait to see what they're going to be doing with these 2 characters. I wonder if we're going to be playing, or if we're going to be choosing between these 2 characters. I can't wait to see how the melee combat's going to be like, the spells, the ranged combat, the story. I am so freaking excited, and apparently it's coming out next year. Holy crap, I'm in. I mean, I was already in when they announced the new Fable game, but the fact that it's coming out next year, I'm gonna be fucking broke next year. I saved this bit for last, guys. If you guys couldn't tell the shirt that I'm wearing, yeah, you saw this coming, guys. If y'all have been following me for a long time, or for those of you who have known me for a very long time, will all know that my favorite franchise from Xbox is Gears of War. And I'm a big fan of, well, the original trilogy. Give me a second. Give me a second. I love these games so much. And you know what? Gears 5 is absolutely incredible. Now, admittedly, I wanted a Gears 6. I was hoping for a Gears 6 announcement, but when they showed this trailer going around, and they showed a Locust, like, just pushing the cog through the door, and that heavy, just grimy fight, and by the end of it, you see it's Marcus Phoenix. I was so focused on that fight that I haven't known it was Marcus until maybe halfway through the fight. When it came down to this trailer, there were 2 things that made me go, oh my god. One of them, hearing Mad World. Now, you have to really pay attention, but Mad World is in there, and also seeing the background chaos and our reveal of Gears of War E-Day, a prequel that takes place 14 years before the events of the first Gears of War. And I've looked up interviews for this game already, and they've been saying that they want to take this franchise back to its roots and focus essentially on what made Gears, specifically the first Gears of War game, knowing that they're showing the Locust as a force to be reckoned with, and that it looks like that they're gonna be tough as hell, and I cannot wait for this freaking game. There is a lot that I can say about this trailer, but all I'm gonna say is this: Gears of War E-Day looks absolutely amazing, and 2025 looks like it's going to be, at least for Microsoft especially, one of their greatest years in a very, very long time. I cannot wait. Xbox, bring it on. Cannot wait for next year. Holy crap. I totally get that that quite a few of these games will be on PS5, like Expedition 33 and a couple of other games, but I'll be honest, I'm going to want to play all these games on Xbox. Before I wrap up today's video, let's start our conversation below, guys. What was your favorite game, or a game that you didn't really expect that you were excited to play from this Xbox showcase? Let me know below. I hope you all enjoyed my thoughts on the Xbox showcase. If so, please hit the like button, or if you dislike the video, hit the dislike button. If you guys want to see my previous 2 videos, please click right there or right there. And of course, until my next review video goes live, I'll see you all next time.